Howdy everyone, how are ya? The name is Finny. I think that's what I'm gonna go with in terms of my YouTube name. It's also my gamer tag, so if you ever see me online, that's me. I decided to kind of show off one of my battles here. I've kind of got some cheesy replays here already, but I wanted to show off my very first multiplayer victory. This is actually the same time that I'm recording this. It's the same night, so yeah, no humility here, but I'm quite excited to show this off. We're playing on Galician Ria. I picked the French, and my opponent picked Denmark. So, is that the Dutch? Danish? I'm not sure. Oh gosh, don't chew me out on that. But yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and go through my army composition here. So for my cavalry, so the rules for this match were there are 4 skirms, 2 cavalry, no artillery. I was the host for this match, so I don't know if that had anything to do with me winning. Probably, who knows, whatever. But I ended up picking Polish Guard Lancers for my cav, and then I picked Dutch Guard Lancers over here. These guys end up playing a pretty crucial role in the battle. Got some chasseurs over here. Love these chasseurs. I actually very recently didn't realize, up until very recently, did not realize how good these troops can be. So they pull some surprising moves in this match. Got Old Guard, classic, gotta have it. I think I've got 3 units of Old Guard. Not going to cheap out for this battle. Got some Grenadiers of the Line. Got some Polish Legion, snazzy uniforms, snazzy hats. Love these guys. So here I'm assembling my reserves here. For my reserves, got more Polish Legion, got some more Grenadiers of the Line, and got some Old Guard, all headed up with my general, just regular general staff. I figure that it doesn't really make much difference which general you pick. So I think just for the sake of finances, it's just better just to pick a regular ass 1-star general. I don't think it makes much of a difference. I looked at the stats. You can totally correct that on me if necessary, but I haven't really experienced any differences in terms of, how good a general is based on how many stars they have. So this is just regular general staff. And then got some more chasseurs over here. Got my Fusiliers of the Line. So we'll go ahead and take a look at my opponent now the match has started. He's got ski troops, Norwegian ski troops. They pull some interesting moves during this match. He's also got some regular line infantry. Some more regular line infantry over here. And what I notice at the very beginning of the match is he starts pushing his cavalry up the hill. And it's very clear to me that his intention is to take the hill, which kind of creates a challenging situation for me. But, it's not something that I couldn't manage. But I was very much worried about it. I was thinking, he might win this, because generally, I think recent knowledge has taught me, or at least recent experience has taught me, that holding the center is really important. So my plan for this match was to send my troops mainly up the center. And this area, these 3 patches of trees end up being kind of a crucial spot in the match. This is where the center happens, where a lot of action happens. Also this, what will be my right flank here. Got some interesting moves happening here. So he and I still just assembling our armies, still trying to just watch each other, gauge what the other's doing. He's got some lifeguards afoot out here. And I think as far as his army diversity goes, he doesn't really have anything else. He's got his lifeguards of foot, his life cavalry, his general, his ski troops, and then his regular line infantry. Excuse me, kind of getting tongue twisted over here. And I guess a thought that I had was maybe if he had picked some grenadiers, because I do know that Denmark has some pretty decent grenadiers with pretty cool uniforms as well. So him not picking those kind of stood out to me in hindsight. So starting to push up these ski troops here. I don't know, there was a weird glitch that happened earlier, but he's pushing up his ski troops. I'm just kind of pushing my cavalry over here, kind of just keeping an eye on what the enemy is doing. Yeah, because this left flank, when I go back and watch what transpired during the battle, I kind of saw some opportunities that I'm surprised he doesn't end up taking. So, but you know how it is when you're in a battle, you're kind of moving your camera all over the place. So it can be kind of hard to. Unit management ends up being at least a main challenge for me when I play Total War games. The only other Total War game I have is Shogun 2. And I might do a video on that. We'll see. I don't know. I feel like I'm not as good at Shogun 2. Maybe I'm just not as interested in it right now. That might be the case. So yeah, just starting to establish a front line here. Deciding I think it's really important to hold this intersection here. And I think it did end up being pretty important. Yeah, so it looks like he's going to, if we're looking at the map here, it looks like he's going to try to sort of chomp me like a big shark, you know. So he's sending his cavalry forward as well, starting to send those ski troops. I'm sending my cavalry into these trees just to sort of keep them out of sight, because I don't want any charges coming my way. But I don't end up holding that position for very long. So, yeah, just hiding them back here. And that'll end up, yeah, we'll bring it back around over here in just a bit, because it'll start getting dicey over there. So I'm going to try to pick another angle.
This building has fallen to the enemy.
Yep, so now the Norwegian ski troops start popping shots off at my cavalry, chasing me off the hill. Just not gonna have anything to do with that. I'm just like, nope. Can't lose my cavalry this early in the match. So pull them out. But yeah, the enemy really does I gotta give credit to my enemy for like really, excuse me, moving fast on this hill and securing this left flank. This whole section pretty much is in his control. I'm down here. I can't really do much to just push up without sacrificing pretty much the match. So what I'm doing is I'm assembling troops down here, not putting them in the open, putting them here in these forested areas. We're starting to get some interesting troop movements up at the center. It's starting to get heated over here. I've got my Fusiliers. And I'm just going to place a camera here, I think. Oh, yep. They're popping shots on my guys. Oop, not good at this camera zoom. But yeah, they end up just taking it, sponging up a lot of bullets here. These brave Fusiliers. I'm trying to fix up my front, my right flank, to kind of, because I'm getting nervous with these uphill engagements. So I've got my Chasseurs, they're popping shots, but they're just hitting the dirt here. So I go ahead and tell them to knock it off. You know, keep it in your pants, boys. Not yet. Just gonna hold, wait for them to get closer. So yeah, more engagements happening over here. We've got the center, and these guys are really they're really doing a number on my guys. It is just absolute bloodbath over here. And this is just one of a few engagements. I've got my Polish my Polish Legion up here firing through the trees at some more guard. And now here's a move I am quite proud of. I start sending my Dutch Guard Lancers right into the skirmishers, harassing my front. Dunzo. Oh man. Yeah, so these skirmishers are Dunyan rings. They're going to flee. I'm going to, well, not flee. They're not going to rout, but they are going to reposition. I'm just going to pull my guys right back past my front line. But I feel very good about that move. I think that was a pretty good play. And I think that ends up costing some morale issues over here. So now we've got more Denmark line infantry moving in on my guys. They're trying to pop shots, but they're not getting to them. I bet it was probably difficult for us both to kind of see that there's this big elevation difference in the middle of these trees. But this engagement felt pretty intense over here because we couldn't quite see what was happening. And I think at this point I noticed that, there is an elevation change. Start moving my guys up. And we start... This is when my left flank starts getting a little bit interesting. I've got my Chaucers positioned over here. Didn't realize it at the time. Made the mistake of not noticing, that they do not have line of sight on anybody. They've really got a line of sight on dirt, but nothing else. And I don't think I noticed it for the longest time. So yeah, pulling back my cavalry, keeping my front line secure. I think this is when I start moving my... this is going to start looking like my reserves. It looks like I'm using all three. Yeah, it looks like I'm moving all three. It just starts to become pretty plainly necessary. I've got some more line infantry sort of harassing my... They're going to start harassing my guys here. They're harassing my dudes here in the forest. Or rather, I might be harassing them. I don't know how successful this firefight is going for us. I guess there is... They might only be losing because they're not firing at us, but yeah, they are going to start firing on my cavalry. Got these ski troops moving in. My guys here in the forest. I've also still got some old guard back here. Really holding this flank together. I think they are really doing a lot of holding troops at bay. Oh, so this is an interesting engagement that happens over here. So I start noticing that their cavalry are going to try to swing around the right side to attack the rear, and I just decide, you know what, I can't afford this. So I start noticing that, I'm going to have to throw my cav, because these are lifeguards of horse, very elite cavalry unit, and they are going right for my Chaucers down here, and they are going to end up taking down a few of these guys, just desperately trying to send in my cavalry to help, and then I bring in my Dutch Guard Lancers across the map just to sort of bring it in for the assist. And I tell my Chaucers, hey man, y'all gotta get out, man. This ain't safe. So they're gonna flee. I bring them, I believe these are the Chaucers that I moved down to my center here. So I got my general here. So
Our general is under attack.
So my Fusiliers fled. I have plugged the hole with Grenadiers, and they are engaging the enemy down here. Still very interesting engagements happening down here. I've moved my Polish Legion forward, and they're just popping shots off at these lifeguards afoot. I don't know if they're reaching the skirmishers at this point. So this is when I break their center, charging in Grenadiers. Yeah, and the lifeguards are gonna break pretty quick here. And then I start sending my Grenadiers after the skirmishers, and they're just going to slice through them to ribbons. This Grenadier, yeah, oh man, look at that. Look at that. Brutal. There's, yeah, just brutal carnage down here. Lots of rows of dead soldiers. Still got some engagements happening over here. And I've also am holding my left flank all right. Okay, so I guess these Chaucers aren't in the worst spot, but not all of them end up getting ideal places. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out what's next. I'm also kind of losing my voice. Okay, so we've got the enemy pushing through my line. They're gonna try to go for my general. I just kind of ended up near their general. Their general was over here, and these Grenadiers who pushed through the center. Yeah, I ended up killing their general. So these this line infantry is now gonna push them to my general. I brought my Chaucers and my general into this wooded area. So an interesting engagement starts happening here, but just as soon as they arrive, they rout. And I don't know quite what it is. I'm not sure if it's Chaucers that do this, if they're really just that good of a light infantry unit when it comes to melee. But something tells me, I don't know, it might have been because I just took down the general. But that was interesting because I felt like that could have been absolutely game-changing for me. He could have flipped the game right there. He also, yeah, he sent his cavalry over here. They just got chewed up by my old guard. I'm starting to push these guys up the hill. I'm starting to notice this flank is relatively weak. So I'm going to just start moving troops to sort of take control of a little bit of high ground. Yeah, man, look at these. Wow. Just carnage everywhere. Yeah, this ended up being quite a heated area. And at this point, this is when I'm feeling like, yep, so cavalry charged right into my old guard, right as I brought them into square. That's going to send them off. Cavalry is done for this match. They're done. They don't have to worry about anything. I'm going to line these guys back up. Just doing some cleanup work here. Feeling very good about the end of the match. Looking like a pretty confident win. Start moving my Polish Legion. And this is when I started noticing, oh, I'm not, I wasn't noticing kind of the movements that were happening over here, because I think I was just trying to get things secured, but I wasn't really sure what like the elevation. I don't know. I just get the feeling that there wasn't stuff I wasn't paying attention to. So I do mention to get a volley off on these guys. They charge in, engaging my Chaucers over here. Chaucers, whatever. I don't have a very good French accent. Got some more line infantry engaging my Polish Legion. And again, just doing cleanup because I'm feeling pretty sure that this match is over. sending my old guard into that house that the ski troops took earlier, just to kind of clear it out. Be like, hey guys, battle's over. Guess who won? Not you. No, but gotta give credit to my opponent here. He did have some interesting plays here, and for a bit, it did look like he was going to like outflank me here. This is kind of the primary thing I was worried about, was him really using this high ground and kind of pushing past my rear and then just penetrating right into my general while also penetrating through the forest. That was kind of my main concern. The left, I kind of figured I could just sort of hold them there. So now we're just finishing off with a small skirmish. And got another skirmish engagement happening back here. These guys about to face off. Ski troops still exiting the building. Just old guard just beating them up. Just going for war crimes, man. He does not give a hoot, a holler, a baguette. Doesn't give any of those. He's just here to kill, man. Yeah, engaging these guys here. This skirmish is still going down. Yeah, lifeguards, they've got higher elevation on me. They do have far less troops. I've got about 30 more on them. So pretty significant. Kind of just slowly but surely cutting through their lines. And then got my old guard. Sort of finish assembling there. I'll lay out their first volley. And that's going to rout the enemy. And then these guys down here. Yep, they're going to rout too. And that's the end of the battle. Still got some... I ended up holding on to my chasseurs for quite a long time. Probably going to need to get rid of that guy's name in post. Yeah, thank you guys for watching. I am going to send this replay off to Pixelated Apollo. I want to see his commentating on it. You can tell that I watch his videos just by what I was trying to engage with, but I don't know. I had a lot of fun during this battle. Pretty new to Napoleon Total War, but I really enjoy the game, and I might try to bring some more Total War videos. We'll see. Might do some campaign playthroughs. Might look at some other games as well. We might look at Shogun 2. That's the other Total War game that I have currently. So we'll see. Again, thank you guys for watching so much. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you guys later some other time. Thank you. Bye.